As you guys saw on our group, we did have the weekly meal plan that we uploaded to the files section. So if you just go to your Beachbody On Demand, go to the files part of the group, you can download that and you can print it off. Easy peasy. I like this because I can put it right on the fridge, which is where it goes. I put it on the fridge all week. That way it's easy for me to see as I'm going by the fridge and I'm like, gosh, I'm hungry. It keeps me on track and reminds me what I have planned so that I don't deviate and eat my kids, whatever it is in the fridge. So I have this. It's not necessary if you have the tracker and you constantly have that with you, because this has what I have here in the smaller version. But I like having this one because I just place it on the fridge. Easy peasy. It's a reminder of what I'm doing. So the first thing I'm going to ask you guys to do is to, if you haven't downloaded that thing yet, then do so at some point. You don't have to do it right now. Even just a pen and paper will suffice. So the next thing is to have your tracker. So you can go through in the beginning of your tracker, it tells you to, write down your goals, your measurements, and that's great, but you can do that on your own time. What we're going to be looking at is this week I want to be. So you're going to be looking at your goals for the week here, as well as it's an overview of your week for meals. And what I really like about the tracker specifically is it's holistic. So it not only talks about like what you're eating, but it talks about how are you feeling in the morning. I feel like it's shifting the feeling of I'm stepping on the scale and that's going to determine my worth, to I'm stepping on the scale to collect data, because I need to be able to collect all this data in order to make an informed decision. I'm pulling all this research. You know what I mean? And so that's what we're doing when we're stepping on the scale. I personally am not even looking at like lost weight. I just write down my weight and I move on, because I know at the end of the week, I'm going to go through my week and say, okay, where am I having pitfalls here? Am I having pitfalls with this or that? Or where am I having success? And I'm pulling all of that. And I think everyone here, except for me, has a degree in some sort of, has like a BS of some sort, or has a degree in the science field. I do not. So Jeff was helping me walk through the science part of it and collecting data and whatnot. And so that's been really empowering. So when you're doing your meal planning, I strongly recommend looking at your week and deciding if there's going to be a time when you need to have a super quick meal, or if there's a time when you can try out a new recipe. Or maybe there's a night when you need to do a crock pot. So like, I know that Nicole has cross country with her kiddos. That might be a night when she either needs to do something on the barbecue real quick, or she needs to do a crock pot meal of some sort. Because that's just something that's going to get her going, and be able to make a smart choice at the end of the day. And so from there, what I'll do is I'll start navigating my dinners first, because as you guys saw in the videos, in your meal, I feel like, especially for where we've been and our culture, and like at night, I don't know about you, but I want a carb at night. And I feel like it's really important to find a dinner that's going to allow you to do 75% veggies and 25% protein. I feel like that might be the most difficult meal to create. And so that's usually where I start, is dinner, because you could always replicate breakfast and lunch throughout the week, but dinner is the one where I feel like we are creating something new. So for instance, and I'll go ahead and put this on our group. I'll put it on there, but for dinners, I have buffalo chicken chili, and I'll send the recipe out to you guys, so you guys will have all that for next week. So I want you guys to think about some dinners that you can have that's going to be 75% veggies, so mostly veggies, and a little bit of protein, 25% protein. So I have buffalo chicken chili as an option. I have taco salad as another option. Stuffed acorn squash as another option. And again, I will send out all of these recipes to you guys so you have them. Coconut shrimp curry over cauliflower rice. You guys saw Alana was all about that cauliflower rice. You can do so many different things on top of cauliflower rice. Which at first I was a big, like, I don't know if I can do that, but I found that doing it frozen, like grabbing the frozen cauliflower rice, steaming in the microwave, and just pouring it over, delicious. Like, and it's not like soggy. It tastes like rice. And I think Nicole's like, yeah, I'm with you. And then the last thing that I do is on Fridays, we always have Pizza Fridays, and we've been doing eggplant pizza, which sounds kind of gross, but what I've been finding is if you take the eggplant and you slice it lengthwise, and then you put a little bit of salt on each side, lay it on top of a paper towel for like 10 or 15 minutes, and then put some sauce on there, a little bit of cheese, and a piece of pepperoni. Put it in the oven like normal pizza. It comes out really delicious. It's not soggy. It's firm because that little bit of salt has pulled away the moisture of the eggplant. And so you're still left with the nutritious part of the eggplant. There's just less water in it. So those are some examples of dinners. I usually start there, and then we'll move on to breakfast, which I usually have one or two go-tos throughout the week. I strongly recommend looking at whatever works for you. I like having shakes because I work out in the morning, and the shake is the easiest thing for me to down as I'm doing all the things. I know that as Katie's running out the door, that might be a good option for her as she's running off to work. And so there's that. And then the other option, I know that my mom's been really into yogurt, fruit, and granola. That's an awesome option. It has your fiberful carbs. It's quality. It'll keep you full for longer. That Greek yogurt is fantastic. And so I think having one or two that you can mix and match. And I also recommend having I don't want to say a splurge, but something that you really enjoy in your week. So for me, what I look forward to is Sunday brunch. On Sunday brunch, I have a waffle without any guilt. I enjoy that waffle fully. And I have a little bit of maple syrup. I'm just aware of how much I'm putting on there. It's an accessory, right? Having a little bit of butter on there. Again, an accessory, just a small amount, maybe a teaspoon or two. I'll have a veggie hash with 2 eggs on top of it and a piece of bacon. And I'm like, oh, I'm so excited for this meal. I look forward to it all week, right? So it's something that you have that you're like, this is it. And then your lunches, again, like figure out what works for you. If you want to do half a sandwich and a salad, if you want to do, like I'm doing, it was on sale, breaded chicken breast with over salad. I'm having the breaded part of it. It's going to end up being like my silly carb, but with my protein in there and a salad and whatnot. So I think just this allows us more options for our meals. Was that helpful at all? I know it was a lot of information in a short amount of time. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to really quick talk about snacks. And then I'm gonna stop recording, and then we can all just pull together and create our own meal plans. So for snacks, my strong suggestion is finding one or two things that work for you. What I really liked about what Alana was saying is that she allows for coffee to even be an afternoon snack option, snacktional, right? Which I find works for me. I like having a cup of coffee in the afternoon. I feel like it fills me up a little bit, and it gives me that energy that I need to get throughout my day. Now, I know that my mom doesn't drink coffee except for decaf once a week, so that might not be an option for you. But a really great one was egg muffins. I really enjoyed those. You can put in whatever veggies you love, so you still have that veggies in there. And I'll add these recipes again. And then with some egg whites and a little bit of cheese, and it's delicious. They're already set in their portion controlled areas, so 2 would be a serving size. Maybe you have carrots and hummus or celery and peanut butter, but find something that works for you that you can grab and go and you can easily meal prep. So any questions on snacks or? Perfect. Okay. So once you've created your meal plan, make sure that as we're creating it today, we're going to do it in either, if you have this, that's great. If you have a piece of paper, that's great. Or if you have your tracker, that's even better. Because once you're here, you have what your base is, you put it into your tracker, and then each day you're able to transfer that. What did I have today? Did I actually have what I planned to have? I had it on the fridge. Did I do what I was supposed to do? That's great. And if I added some, that's okay. We're just going to track it. As long as we're tracking it, that's all that matters. That way we can gather that data. Okay, so I'm going to unrecord or stop recording.